Are you looking for ways to build IRL events for your e-commerce brand? In this video, I'll show you how one of my oldest clients, Planetags, hosts a yearly collectors event for their best customers and how you can implement the same things for you. In this video, I'll show you how one of my oldest clients, Planetags, hosts a yearly special event for collectors and fans of the brand. This year was Planetags' 4th year hosting the event. It attracts collectors and brand fans from all over the world. And today I'm going to give you a full play-by-play of how this event gets put together and how it went on. So with that being said, let's get started. So first off, I want to tell you, what is Planetags? Well, Planetags is a really cool brand that I started working with about 8.5, 9 years ago. They were actually my first client when I started Breadloaf. And Planetags was founded by Dave Hall. Dave Hall is the founder of MotoArt as well. And the cool story about MotoArt started as a company about, I want to say about 24, 25 years ago. They started making functional art out of old aircraft, so old airplanes. And Dave and his partner Donovan at the time were in the sign business. So they were making custom signs that go up for, big companies at strip malls, restaurants, like all over. And they saw an opportunity to buy some old aircraft parts and turn them into cool functional art, like conference tables and bars and things like that. So they started running this business. They actually had a TV show called Wingnuts on Discovery back in the day, like during the same time as the Monster Garage era. And they really rode off the coattails of a lot of PR and this TV show. But the cool thing is, over the years, they had this idea for a consumer product, right? Their product was super expensive. It was tens of thousands of dollars, and not everyone could afford some art. But what customers could afford was a small luggage tag. So I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like right here. I've got one for you to see. So this is a Planetag right here. This one is specifically from a Beechcraft 3TM Expeditor, and this was actually a special tag made just for people that went to the event. But you can see what they do is they take the fuselage from old aircraft and they stamp them into these tags, and then they create these cool tags where you can use them as a luggage tag or a keychain. And a lot of them you can have the back customized with your information on it. But 95% of their customers buy these as collectors products. Planetags has fans from all around the world. People that love aviation history, and owning a piece of aviation history, right? Most people will never be able to own an actual aircraft. It's too expensive, an airplane. But Planetags gives their customers the opportunity to buy and own a piece of aviation history. Dave and his partner Donovan always had this idea to launch Planetags, but they didn't know how to do it, and they were always so busy with their other business. And in 2015, they went out and they launched the product, and they launched it off of their existing list with MotoArt, had a massive pop during the holidays in 2015. And then right after that, the business just kind of died out. Didn't really have any marketing behind it. And it was such a different product than they were used to selling. They're used to selling like, $10,000, $15,000 up to $500,000 projects. And that's when I got in touch with Dave through a mutual friend, the same time I was starting Breadloaf, which is called Davos Digital at the time. And that's how I got involved, and we started running ads, and it took off. And like I said, Planetags has been a loyal client to us over the years, and we've expanded from just running ads to building out their whole e-commerce site. We re-platformed them in Shopify years ago. We built them a tap card app back about 4 years ago. We implemented direct mail. We've done a lot of things for them. And over the years, I had this idea where I told Dave, I'm not going to take credit for it, but I remember having a conversation with him. Hey, you should do an in-person event. You have so many fans. These fans are collecting these tags. And over time, there was actually a Facebook group that was created with a couple thousand loyal fans. And there's chatter in this group every day where it's not just a group. People are trading tags. They're talking about new releases. They're talking about new planes. And there's just this community of collectors. Just like some people collect Pokemon cards, some collect baseball cards, some people collect, Beanie Babies. There's a whole community out there that loves these tags and collects them. That being said, we knew that there had to be an in-person event to bring all these people together. And that's how the first Planetags event came to fruition back in 2021. Out of COVID, fall 2021, Planetags Fest finally came together and the first one was hosted. And like I said, this past October, Planetags had their 4th annual festival and it was another hit. And the cool thing about this event, it's a 2-day event. It takes place in Torrance, California at the Planetags headquarters. They have this beautiful office space production floor, and they actually have a whole other business called Moto Art Studios that rents out this place for special events. So it's ready for events. They've got great relationships with the vendors, and they were able to transform their whole office into this really cool event space. And how they did this is they started selling tickets back in June, July 2024 to get people incentivized. And the cool thing is everyone knows that's been to the event before, if you buy tickets early, then you're going to get early access to essentially buying on site at the actual event. The cool thing is Planetags has this brick and mortar location at their store. It's amazing. It's got these like cool walls, and fans and collectors love to come here because when they order online, they can't pick the serial number. Every plane has a serial number. Like this one's number 202 out of 250, right? Every plane has a serial number. And every plane is a little different. You can tell just the color on here. Like this is real fuselage. This is real scratched paint from the plane. So every tag's a little different. And by giving customers the opportunity to come and shop here, they can pick what serial number they want. They can pick what color they want. What they did is they said, hey, for the first, everyone that comes through, if you buy a ticket early, you're going to be the first one to shop. So customers 1 through 15 that bought the first 15 tickets, they're going to be the first ones to shop. So they're going to get access to the best inventory. So throughout the whole event day, they were actually giving customers the ability to shop at their physical location and get a discount. At the same time, they wanted to offer the same discount to the rest of their community that wasn't able to physically come to the event. So this created not only a great brand community building opportunity, but it created a great sales opportunity. They sold tickets to the event. They added an insane amount of value. They created this curated time to bring people with same interest to the location that makes all these tags. And they created a buying event out of it. So the cool thing is tickets sell out every year for this event, and each event attendee is invited to both days. They start off the programming the first night. And by the way, this is like the itinerary. It's really cool. It comes in this gift bag that we're going to talk about. So the first night is really fun. It's a meet and greet event at Moto Art Studios. They've got drinks, they got dinner, they got a band that comes and perform. And this is just live music, good chance to meet and greet, network. Everyone can have some fun, have some drinks, have a nice dinner. And then they roll into the next day, which we really get into the event programming. So like I said, depending on when you buy your ticket to the event will be dependent on when you get a shop during the day. So if you're the 240th ticket for the event, you're going to be shopping at the end of the day, right? And you might not get access to the same inventory that people got earlier in the day. So you're incentivized to buy your ticket early. But going through really the programming, there's this shopping that's happening throughout the whole day. They start off with a year in review where, Dave, the founder, and the team come out and just kind of talk through the year in review, share some videos of some cool projects that are going on. Then they bring on special guests. The cool thing about this year, Planetags was working on a special project, or I would say not Planetags, Moto Art, the partner company, was working on a special project with an airport in the South. I believe it is in South Carolina. And this was a special project that they did to integrate in with the architectural team. So they brought that team on to actually talk about everything that happened there and how it worked, what the project looked like, and just a great, cool project talking about the community and architecture and salvaging these planes and bringing them new life. Next, they've got collectors from all over the world that are setting up booths throughout the whole event. All the top collectors have their whole collection of plane tags there, and they're trading tags, they're selling tags, they're doing a lot of fun stuff and just highlighting the cool stuff that they've had and that they've collected over the years. So it's a really great time for the collectors to showcase their collections and also trade tags with others if they really want it. Next, there was lunch and drinks. So all day they've got an open bar for people to grab drinks. They had a really great lunch for everyone. and then it went into the live auction. Each guest was actually given one of these auction sticks with their number on it. I was number 60. And you can see here, the auctioneer was auctioning off a bunch of cool stuff. On top of the auction, every guest got this little gift bag. They're all labeled, they're all there. And in that gift bag was the whole auction sheet. As you can see, there was a lot of cool stuff that they were auctioning off, and all the auction proceeds went to a local charity that Planetags and Motor Art is part of. So there's the whole programming for the auction. Then there was also a really, really fun t-shirt for the collectors, custom made for the event, only available to them. This tag that I was showing you earlier too was only available to the event attendees. It's actually a special tag that says Planetags Festival on it. Only 250 of these were made. So insane amount of value. And then there was also some little things like a cool little koozie, and then a couple of coasters. Also, everyone got their own badge, and they also would get a $25 store credit, right? So everyone got the opportunity to use a $25 credit. They had a lanyard. Everyone was branded. And then there's a couple of other little things right here, like a little wristband, a sticker. And then the last thing is this little bottle here. And I didn't have the opportunity to fill this up, but there's a little byproduct of every tag, which is this little cutout here. It's a little piece of metal, which they've collected thousands of these. So they call it Planefetti, and they give each guest the opportunity to fill up this little jar with Planefetti to bring it home as another momentum. So overall, this event just created a lot of value. You know, these tickets were not that expensive. I believe they were selling for like 60, 70 bucks. And you can see it was an insane amount of value. It brought guests together. It created a buying opportunity, and it also brought people together. It raised money for charity. It did so many cool things that had more than one core objective here. I know that the Planetags team has been really stoked on this event. As much as it's a lot of work for them and they put in a lot of effort to doing this, it's been a pivotal event to building this community and doing more than just trying to sell product, right? Time and time again in the e-commerce world, everyone's optimizing for CAC, for KPI, for these things, and they forget about brand. And everyone wants to talk about community and social media and building community and having engagement online. And a lot of it is just bullshit. And a lot of brands just want to talk their ass off, but they never actually do anything. They don't actually add any value. And Planetags is a great example of a brand that's facilitating a community and doing some great in the world. And that was the Planetags event. 2024 was a killer year, and I know this is going to be going on for years and years to come. If you want my expert guidance on how to grow your D2C e-commerce brand, then check out the link in the description and learn how we can work together. And if you're interested in more tips, watch my next video where I discuss how to audit your Klaviyo account and maximize your email and SMS revenue. Hope you guys like this video and hope you learned something cool about brand building and how one of our clients really created this memorable event and community building opportunity. Love you guys. If you have any questions about this, leave a comment. And if you like this video and you like others, please subscribe. We love to hear from you and get your feedback. With that being said, I'll see you guys later. Peace.